As you know, when we sent out the announcement for the memorial, we invited our friends and colleagues to share with us some memories they had of Frank. And I'd like to share with you an anecdote that was sent to us by Fritz Logan and some postcards from several others. From Fritz, and he named it Frank, a thumbnail sketch. A brilliant photographer, Frank was notoriously camera shy. He was also extremely disinclined to wear a necktie and took a certain quiet pride in not owning one. One summer day, as he was patiently tutoring me in Web Tycho, he said, "Okay, now you should post a picture of yourself at this faculty bio link." "How?" I asked. "Easy," he replied. "Say cheese." Cheese. He snapped a picture and then quickly and deftly located, acquired, and attached it in the faculty bio page. "Okay, my friend, there you are." And there I was, a somber and scruffy fellow in a well-worn gray suit and a mud-colored paisley tie, staring gloomily out from the monitor. "I look like a sick old rat." Frank nodded. "And a fairly boring one at that," I said. Frank shrugged. "Frank," I said, "bottom line, if you were a prospective student and saw that picture, would you or would you not enroll in my class?" Frank coughed politely, then looked at his watch. "Getting on toward noon," he said. "Frank," I said, "couldn't you, Photoshop it a little bit?" "There are limits to what the software can accomplish. And anyway, it wouldn't do to falsify the image. There is an ethical dimension to consider. And hey, that's the real you." "Guess so," I said. "That's me." "Hey, how about the real you? Now it's your turn. Give me the camera." "Already posted it, dude. Living color." "Are you wearing a suit and tie?" "I am, of course. We have standards to uphold." "I don't believe it. Let's see." "Oh, ye of little faith," Frank sighed. "Why can you not simply take my word for it?" "Lunch at the firehouse." "A wager," he said. "A crude bet? You disappoint me, dude. That harsh Chicago skepticism. Where is simple trust in this cynical age? Quit stalling, Frank." He sighed again. "Oh, all right." He logged on to Web Tycho and selected a current classroom and hit the faculty bio link, and presto. There in the photo grid was a scrubbed and handsome, rosily glowing thumb. "Hey, it's me, my thumb, living color, and I'm wearing a suit and tie. A very nice tie, I might add. Garavani, stylish, purchased for the occasion. But prove otherwise, but it's me." And so it was. That was Frank. And for those of you who know Fritz Logan, you might not be surprised to know that there was a postscript. And it reads, "Of course, as Frank explained over lunch, he had tried to take a proper photo, but the tripod kept falling over, and the shutter release cable jammed, and at one point he dropped the camera. He was remarkably undexterous. In fact, as Frank said, that day I was all thumb." Scott Wiley sent a message not too long ago and said, "Frank once told me that he had visited every prefecture in Japan and had mailed himself a date-stamped postcard from each one." I had one of those aha moments, thinking, what a great idea. I always wondered what sort of message he would write to himself. "Having a lovely time, wish you were here." It seems that many of us, upon learning that a loved one has passed, wish that we had done a better job conveying our appreciation, affection, and respect for that person. And so now we might send Frank a few postcards with messages we hope to give him. These postcards come from friends and colleagues that have contacted us to share their memories of Frank, and here are only just a few. "Wow, the lives he touched with his warm personality, jovial humor, succinct manner of communicating, his photographic eye for people, beauty, and culture, and the impact his instruction, making the complex understandable, as well as his craftsmanship had on the career and professional work of others. Stephen Holloway-Zach. Without Frank's constant encouragement and advice, I would not be here today teaching DE classes. Frank was a man who possessed virtues like kindness, compassion, humanity, and altruism. Frank is and will always be my friend and my teacher. Mark Monahan. Frank always conveyed trust and friendship, exceptional qualities, so he was always gracious and helpful, a true colleague. I am very sad. Peter Bullington. The world of adjunct online teaching can be rough. Frank made it manageable and bearable year after year. He was pleasant and accommodating. He never made life miserable or unpleasant. My stomach never flipped when I received an email from him. I have found him to be the most calm, gentle, and fair person. I will miss Frank. I feel blessed and thank God for giving me the opportunity to have met him. Pat Series.